situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Ball outside. Back to Sarr. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by Murray.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Smith outside. And the three-pointer goes. Smith's got his second basket on the night.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros. This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Castle's got 5 now.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Finney Smith. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
I think that's one of his specialties, really. Finney Smith is out there to defend at a high level and knock down threes.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Pacers are all about winning, and Coach Rick Carlisle said our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And the Knicks, another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Hardaway. Here's Gillespie. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Looking to end the run. Out to Harris. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch-and-shoot jumper right there. And I tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
Puts up a three, and that one's good. Van Vliet for 3. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
Fred Van Vliet has been on display for the Knicks. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
How impressive was that shot from Murray? I mean, you make one on us, I'll come right back at you is what he's saying.
Knicks leading by 10. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end. You don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
Pass to Smith. Rebounded by Champagny.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Gillespie. Still no points. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And it's Murray with the ball for New York. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Fires for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Here's Gillespie. Hits a three-pointer. Gillespie's got 5 points.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Pass to Champagny. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Knicks lead by 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Offensive rebound. For 3, Smith. That one no good. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Gillespie. Give him 8. From deep. Can't get it to go. He's made 3. He's missed 3 so far. The kick out to Poole. The 3 is up. That shot off the mark. Here's Gillespie. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And there's a pick. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
The 3, Hardaway, the putback. Pass to Champagny. 4-3. It's rebounded by New York. And here is Williams. Still without a bucket. Halliburton outside. Three-pointer. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
A true marksman from behind the arc. Halliburton has that light always on green.
Knocks down the triple. Gillespie's got 13.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
Left side, Finney-Smith. Outside, Williams. This one for 3. Pass to Green. The kick out to Williams. Here's Finney-Smith. Green. The next rebound. Here's Halliburton. And it comes off the front of the rim. Pacers trail by 3. Driving inside. Hardaway with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Out to Harris. Launches it. Rebounded by Green.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Halliburton, no good.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Harris misses. Knicks leading by 3. The kick out to Williams. Let's go with a 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And here's Indiana now. Harris, that's good. Harris has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
And an intentional foul right there. And some changes here for the Pacers. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Halliburton outside. Williams with the screen. New York no good that time either. 2 on the clock. Misses at the rim. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Well, Clark, there are very few firsts in the NBA, but Tyrese Halliburton had one in 2025.
That's exactly right, and it was a historic first. I mean, he became the first player in the history of the league to have multiple 30-point, 15 assists, and 0 goose egg, bagel turnover games. I mean, he takes care of that orange and produces real orange juice because he squeezes it.
Parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call. Indiana leading. Castle outside. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Castle's got 8.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Inside. Stolen by Bridges. In transition, here they come. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Brian, back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play, rolling into open position right on cue.
And the shot goes in. Castle's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Poole looking it over. Picked by Smith. Pass to Champagny. Nice D from Bridges. Pacers leading by 7. Sarr with it. Poole picks him up. Back to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Stolen by Ball. And now Indiana on the fast break. And Ball throws it down.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Knicks trail by 11. Outside Murray. The kick out to Poole. Here's Champagny. 6 to shoot. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. New York shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think we start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are two major components to this building a team and being successful. You got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place.
Screen by Bridges. Nice move. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. We've got Steven Adams out there, Clark. What comes to your mind when you're asked about him?
Well, I love his good. I love his physicality, man. He is just an anchor when he gets in the paint, when he sets a screen. You just don't move this guy. And his hands are really good. I mean, he's a throwback, but boy, is he effective and impactful in the way he rebounds, sets screens, and defends. And he never shies away from physicality.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Finney Smith got 6.
Finney Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
4 for 3. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
You know, when he's lighting it up like this, they are a hard team to beat.
35 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Van Vliet. Pacers with a rebound. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Castle with it. Poole picks him up. Back to Castle. Shot clock at 6. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer. Let's do it for your Knicks City Dancer.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And more NBA action on 2K. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Poole. Picked by Smith. Poole shot is off.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Champagnie. Here's Gillespie. Halliburton comes to help. Shot clock at 3. Pure from three-point range. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Over to the wing. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Gillespie. Another three for Indiana.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
For three, Smith. And the Knicks miss again. Indiana leading by 19. Pass to Champagny. Here's Gillespie. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Just their second turnover of the game. Impressive how mistake-free they've been.
Yeah, there's a reason, Greg, they've held on to this lead. I mean, being very cautious and controlled with their passing and execution offensively.
Smith outside. Launches a three. The putback. He got a piece of it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Gillespie. Out to Harris. Pass to Gillespie. Oh, swiped away. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. For three, Smith. Rebounded by Champagny.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
The three, here's Harris. Great positioning on the putback. Champagny's got his first bucket in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Pretty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Smith. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Castle outside. And here's Sarn. And that one comes up a bit short.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Here's Champagny. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Castle outside. 19-footer. That's good on the jumper. Castle's got 28 points for the game.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
The three. Gets the three ball to go. Castle's got 31 points.
The Castle has been outstanding here, giving the defense more than they can handle.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor. Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with two more left to play.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephon Castle.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be fine in the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Fires the three. Smith, that one's good.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up.